what's happened in our community is the age has dropped as far as teen suicide to the age of 12 years old. So I think that's a big change, and it's really important to draw attention to that so that we make sure that we're looking after our kids.
A couple months ago I was approached by Peggy Hill. I know she was touched, as many of you were also touched by tragedies in our community, deaths in our community. Some of you were friends to these students that we lost. And she, from there, was inspired to do something that would help others.
I chose this venue because this is the biggest gathering that our community ever has every year. And it's also the end of Community Awareness Week.
You can't mess it up because it ain't gonna have much hair when I'm done anyway.
The reason why I'm doing the hair buzz, it's a shocking thing to do for a woman to do, is to get rid of her hair. And I think when kids resort to suicide, that's a shock as well to families.
Done?
How this has affected me as a 12-year-old was known by my children. And it really hurt to see what they were going through and how to deal with something like that, because they're so young and they couldn't understand why something so final for someone so young.
Am I sexy yet? Or you can sexy back. Thanks for donating, helping everybody. I needed the support.
I started looking for how I could help the community and how I could help you. And one of the things that I looked for was suicide prevention, bullying, and I found it out in one organization. So then the next thing came is how am I going to get them here? And I kind of brainstormed and came up with this funky idea that I was going to shave my head. So on bread and cheese, I shaved my head for pledges. And I'd like to present Rory with a check for $1,863 that I raised. Not bad for one head of hair. So this is Rory Butler. He's the founder of Your Life Counts.
We are going to hear a mum's story. Cindy Gale, she was Cindy Wesley at the time of her daughter's suicide in 2000.
I'm here today to talk to you about bullying, its connection to suicide, and the impact it has on our family, on our community, and ultimately on this entire nation.
The silence kills, the world gets small, 'cause everyone leaves me. No one wants to know at all. I need to find my way back home, a place of sanctity. It doesn't feel so alone.